Meet Choti. What you see in this photograph is a happy, chirpy kid. What you don't see is a resilient child that overcame several life challenges. You see, Choti was dyslexic, and school was extremely hard for her. She would remember just about finishing reading her comprehension passage when the teacher would say, "That's it, time's up, pencils down." But luckily for Choti, she had a mum who was super encouraging. She would literally record all of her class chapters on a cassette. Yes, this was way before the world of iPods and CDs, and of course, AI. So when Choti would come back home from school, she would finish her homework and listen to her mom's recorded voice. So a message that Choti got was she would never be an academic success in the traditional sense of the word. But Choti surprised everyone, even herself, and she got accepted to Cambridge on a full ride scholarship and even graduated with honors. On March 5, 2000, Choti's life took an extremely tragic and unexpected turn. She was involved in a hit-and-run accident while trying to get ice cream with her dad. She remembers very, very clearly sitting in the emergency wing, watching her hero fall. That night became her albatross and her strength. Her prayers changed overnight from pink shoes and silver ponies to thinking about other families who are in need or have had unexplicable events happen to them. In a sense, Choti grew up overnight. That little girl, Choti, with the mix and match chappals, is standing right in front of you today. So one thing I really appreciate in hindsight was the amazing all-female household in school that helped raise me. No task had a gender, whether it was fixing a light bulb or being active at sports. Hi, I'm Sahar. I'm the founder and CEO of Bare Necessities, which sounds pretty glamorous, but all that means is that I spent hours experimenting in my mom's kitchen and coding a website at night on early days. Did you know that 75% of us experience eco-anxiety? There's going to be more plastic in the ocean than fish by 2050. So a lesson I got growing up as a young adult was I had to pick between a career in the impact space or being a financial success. And I always kind of thought volunteerism as this kind of token good to do kind of a thing. But it was not until I worked at Selco Foundation where I learned kind of ground up how you can work at a social business that is sustainable, that has these values of social, environmental, and economic goals, all congruent to one another. Have you ever wondered about our trash? Broken glass, sanitary napkins, discarded needles. What happens in the aftermath? What about the hands that touch them? I did. I vividly remember the day that I followed Rahman all around Bangalore city. I noticed the conditions in which he was segregating all of our waste, the lack of infrastructure systems around it. And I got to humanize our waste problem from a very ground-up perspective. Essentially, that day, I knew I wanted to work on this solution. I knew I wanted to be part of the solution in some way possible. I knew I wanted to help create or reimagine these mountains of landfills into mountains of gorgeous reclaimed nature spaces. It's not a great kind of innovation. It's a necessity of our lifetime to reduce waste. Our vision at Bare Necessities is simple. We're trying to reimagine everyday necessities to make them more sustainable. So helping replace products that traditionally are formulated with toxins, loaded with chemicals, and of course, are packaged in plastic. And by doing so, we're looking to address the largest global garbage crisis of our lifetime. Through our innovative R&D, we're helping create products that helped reduce your carbon footprint by 80%. We're bringing innovation to an industry that hasn't seen innovation in 30-odd years. Through our inclusive employment philosophy, our transparent sourcing, and our UNESCO-recognized educational school, we're helping raise awareness to everyone in fun, easy, and digestible pieces of information. I'm happy to share that we have 70,000 plus graduates and addressed 2.5 million people so far. And through our products, we've diverted 1.3 million single units of plastic from the oceans and landfills. Remember these amazing female environments that I grew up in? They were ever so nurturing, but also high achieving. And that kind of combination is something that I've always tried to recreate. So when I was setting up Bare Necessities, I knew I wanted to help create this you-can-do-it attitude. And I'm so happy to report that Bare Necessities is a 100% women-run production team. A lot of the women that we work with come from underserved communities, which means we work on financial inclusion, on upskilling, and many of them, Bare Necessities is their first job. Let me tell you a little bit about Shabreen. She started off in our manufacturing team, rose to become head of the manufacturing team, became assistant operations manager. She took a computer course. She learned how to ride a bike. She bought a bike and then bought her mama house, all in the span of 4 years. Let's broaden our perspective a little bit from Shabreen's incredible personal story to large-scale solutions that help give me climate optimism. Whether it is compostable seaweed packaging, or leather made from banana fabric, or carbon sequestering technologies, or footpaths that are made from photovoltaic glass that generate electricity, climate solutions are all around us, and they make our cities more livable, beautiful, and resilient. It's high time we reimagine a world and redesign our cities where we have goals that are socially, environmentally, and economically congruent to one another. The message I want to leave you here with today is, us humans were made from some pretty resilient stuff. So don't let anyone tell you what your life should look like. We can physically, emotionally, and mentally heal from anything. And we can defy all social constructs of what our life should look like. When everyone tells you about the million things that you should give up because of climate change, tell them about all of the things that you can add for deliberate climate action. I hope all of us can help be part of the solution, where sustainability is the norm and not the exception. Thank you.